Hello. Thanks for joining us again on the channel. I've always been curious about this one, and now that a friend picked one up, we can finally talk about it. His experience, start to finish. Quick note before we begin. There's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer was dealing with a really frustrating Wi-Fi dead zone in their home. Despite recent infrastructure upgrades from their internet provider, their brick ranch house had a persistent weak spot in the primary bedroom, the room furthest from the main modem. The situation was made worse when the provider's technician installed a mid-house extender that came with a monthly rental fee, but failed to solve the connectivity issue in the last room. When the company's only solution was to recommend adding yet another rented unit for an additional monthly charge, our reviewer decided it was time to find their own solution. After searching online, this client found this particular signal booster. It had a lot of positive feedback from other users, and they were able to get it at a very good price, making the one-time purchase seem like a worthwhile experiment. After placing it in an empty bedroom and following the simple instructions, the results were immediate and impressive. They were shocked to find that their tablet no longer needed to be manually reconnected to the network. Apps would just open instantly, with no more of the annoying spinning circle indicating a weak or non-existent connection. While this client admits the little device has a bit of a funky look to it, they are absolutely thrilled with how well it performs. The performance is so strong, in fact, that they are now planning to disconnect the rented equipment from their internet provider to save on that recurring fee. For anyone struggling with dead spots, they highly recommend this extender as a far better value than paying endless rental charges for equipment that doesn't even get the job done.
Now, let's hear directly from our first reviewer about their experience.
This reviewer initially had a very positive experience with this Wi-Fi extender. The setup process was refreshingly simple, and the device began boosting the signal around the house almost immediately. It was working perfectly right out of the box. However, our reviewer ran into a pretty significant snag when they decided to go back and secure the network. During the initial easy setup, they chose to skip adding a password, figuring it was something that could be easily configured later on. This turned out to be a big mistake. When this client attempted to access the device's settings using the IP address provided in the manual, the same one that worked the first time, they found they were completely locked out. No matter what they tried, including multiple factory resets, the unit would no longer allow access to its configuration page. For someone who, understandably, did not want to leave their home network completely open and unsecured, this was a complete deal-breaker, rendering the signal booster unusable for their needs. The key takeaway from this part of the experience was a strong warning to other potential buyers. If you want to password protect your network, you absolutely must do it during the initial setup, as you might not get a second chance. Despite the frustrating technical flaw, the story took a surprisingly positive turn. The company behind the product became aware of the issue and made a concerted effort to resolve the situation. Their customer service was apparently so proactive and helpful that it completely changed our reviewer's opinion. The company not only issued a full gift card to cover the cost, but also assured this client that the underlying software problem would be investigated and rectified. This exceptional level of support and commitment to customer satisfaction ultimately earned the product a top rating, transforming a negative experience into a testament to great service.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer was drawn to this particular Wi-Fi extender because the price was right for their budget. Honestly, they're still a bit amazed at just how simple it was to get everything connected and running. Our reviewer reports that it does a fantastic job of extending their Wi-Fi signal throughout the entire house, which was exactly what they needed. Beyond its functionality, this client also appreciates its design. It's compact and, according to them, quite pleasing to the eye. A small detail that they found particularly thoughtful is the option to turn off the bright blue light. It's a handy feature if you happen to have it plugged in somewhere like a bedroom. The setup process was a breeze. The instruction manual was clear and easy to understand, making the whole experience surprisingly straightforward. As for performance, the Wi-Fi extension is working perfectly as described, and the reviewer hasn't experienced any buffering issues since they started using it. Connectivity was also a snap, as they simply followed the instructions and connected to their network with no problems. The reviewer says they will update their review if their experience changes down the road.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you next time.